Good evening, everyone. I would like to pay my respects to a great model, great war scroll, a lovely idea, just a really unique piece to the Orc War Clan's army. The Rogue Idol. Rogue Idol is gone, no longer playable in matched play. So what does this mean for Orc War Clans? I think Kruleboyz. I think this was a playable model. Maybe not optimized, right? But certainly fun. In Kruleboyz, I really liked how he was really tanky. He was really a bunch of meat. He was an anvil. So in Ironjawz, I think probably at his worst in the Ironjawz army. For his points, like a Mega Bus and Maw Crusher is just straight up better. Right, straight up better. Three times Mighty Destroyer. So I can't imagine any real situation where you'd want to play him. And no, not really like a casting heavy army, right? And this guy's slow. Just in comparison. So probably at his worst in Ironjawz. Bone Splitters, I think he's great. And thematically very Bone Splitters, right? Like that raw sort of magic energy is very much the Bone Splitters flavor. So, he was pretty good in Bone Splitters. And Big Waaagh, I think he may have been at his best. In Big Waaagh. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of hoping to see this model improved if you were to give it if you give the best way to buff this piece, in my opinion, would have been to give Venom Encrusted Weapons just a Kruleboyz keyword instead of an Auric keyword. Then this guy hitting with Venom Encrusted Weapons would be sick. Like, it would be sick. Like, he has a fair number of attacks, like you're rolling lots of dice. Not a ton, but like, a good amount of dice. So hitting for like even just like 1 3 damage attack. I'd have to double check, make sure it's 3 damage. I'm pretty sure it does 3 damage. I hate being wrong. But Venom Encrusted Weapons on a 3 damage attack feels good, right? It's a good feeling. And then in Big Waaagh, I think he was really strong too. I'm actually playing with a friend on Tabletop Simulator, which, by the way, you should totally come by. Check out the Discord and the video, about me or some shit in this on my YouTube page. There's a Discord link somewhere, and come play some Tabletop Simulator. It's good times. But he's playing a Big Waaagh Rogue Idol list, which is really cool. Like, it's a cool, fun list. He's playing Gobsprakk, right? Because Gobsprakk with +1 magic kind of suddenly, feels a lot better. And he's cheap, really. Like 200, what is he, 80? Like, that's not like a huge price to pay, And, Gobsprack's like almost good, And when you start stacking magic bonuses to cast, suddenly it's like Choking Mist is crazy. His movement speed buff, his Sneaky Miasma being more consistent means that the trade-off with the Fasten on the Killaboss feels like better. Like, Fasten is still better, right? But that like +1/+2 to cast on a 7-up spell starts to feel more reliable. And so that's nice. Especially when you're not like relying on that movement, right? It's just like a nice thing to have. Moving 28 before a charge is kind of sick, especially when you can fly. Yeah, so we will miss you, Rogue Idol. You will still see, I'm sure, lots of play on casual tabletops everywhere, including my own. The next video coming up is a review of a weekend tournament that I played. A doubles tournament. It was a party, so not a very competitive sort of take. But super fun, like just super fun, just like people having a great time. And like when you're in a room with people and everyone shares like a hobby, like an interest, like you have something to talk to everybody about, right? Hey, what army were you playing today? How were your games? What did you think of this battle plan, and so on? And people are just like having a good time. It's like, sure, like it's a pretty good Saturday. So it was good. Be sure to check out that video coming up. But until then, like, subscribe. What?